Welcome, welcome, brothers and sisters. Please consider subscribing. Let's see if the phone works today. I wasn't going to go live. I only have a few minutes here, but as I reported this morning, GDP up, jobless claims down, durable goods up, all the shit that is good for the economy, but horrible for our bags. Horrible for the mindset of simple-minded idiots who rely, and these are actually heavy investors, rely on what the Fed's going to do. But it's locked in, all the rate cuts, right? If you listen to George and all the other idiots, no. If you're reasonable like me and know a thing or two, except for this new subscriber I have who doesn't think I know what inflation is and thinks I should go back to high school to learn what it is. Let me tell you, buddy, tariffs are not inflation. Tariffs suck. Tariffs are price increases. But by definition, they're not one-time price increases, not inflation. The eroding of your dollar is inflation. The printing of money is inflation. The rise of goods due to your dollar depreciating is inflation. The consistent rise, eggs were not inflation, right? I mean, Trump, if you listen to that lunatic, hey, C90, what's up, brother? Yeah, let's see. Let me know if my phone gets fucked here. I just went live real quick just because I'm already seeing all the idiots out there charting and talking about utility and talking about treasury coins. What? Who gives a flying fargan about any of that crap? I mean, when I listen to Cardano videos, when I listen to videos of all this utility, it's like, who buys into any of this utility crap? It's so stupid. Chainlink definitely has utility. It's $20. I mean, memes are the only thing doing well. It just makes me laugh. I'm listening to Head and Shoulders and that Kelly Kellum yesterday, who I cannot listen to. I don't know where Josh Jake is, but I mean, they all spew the same crap. I mean, the perennial optimism of hopium of crap is just ludicrous to me. Absolutely despise it, as I commented back on you before I went live here, that I just hate it. That's why I started this channel, because I hate's a strong word. I cannot stand crypto streamers, and I'm not one of them. Just that hopium crap and the charting and just keeping you dreaming, these poor pathetic souls dreaming of it's just around the corner. I mean, at 5 a.m. this morning, I real quickly put on Sheldon for literally 2 minutes. The final shakeout and all that. It's what? And this is how we're going to pump after this. Like they know a thing. The guy just says the same exact thing every morning for countless years. Yeah, I think for a reason, Ando is going to disappoint a lot of people. Yeah, I mean, you know, the other day when it was above $1, I'm like, should I just sell it? Take my money out? You know, that's what I'm thinking about a ton of these bags. I was thinking of that. I was thinking of Near. I was thinking of Proppy. I put an order in. I knew I should have just sold it. I was up a bunch of money on it. It was stupid. What else? I mean, XRP's even got me, you know, thinking about it. You know, just taking all the majority of the money off the table, then selling the losses and a little tax write-off, and just let the rest ride for now. Because you know, the whole roller coaster that hey, what's up, Nay? What's up, buddy? Or girl, guy, I don't know. I haven't paid close attention to the Discover crew, really, over the summer. But they were going to move out of their building. That I saw. The business partner of TJ's Bo got tired of not being paid rent. You're kidding me. Yeah, they're very pathetic to me. But they all are. You know, I feel bad for the lost souls who listen to them and think that people are bearish. You know, when the market goes up for one day, you hear Josh and Kelly and Drew and all these, and not just that channel, every channel, Alex Becker say, ha ha, the Bears, I told the Bears, look at them, they're crying now. And then the next day it sells off. I mean, it's just so, it makes me laugh. And then you don't hear from them, right? They don't recognize that. It's very comical to me, but it's unfortunate for the people who watch them. They get slaughtered, man. They're like freaking my voiceless brothers and sisters in the animal sentience. They get slaughtered. They just keep buying and listening to them crashing on the Bears. And I'm not a bear, and I'm not a bull. I hate the term bearish and bullish. You'd never hear me say that. You know, it's very sad. You know, for the people who get sucked in, and they've been sucked in for years and years, and they just keep, you gotta buy the dip, gotta buy the dip. Okay, I mean, Bitcoin recovered a little bit. I can't see it now because I wasn't gonna go live, so I don't have my other phone with me. But we peaked at 110-ish. Now we're at 111.4 is the last I saw. I like that. That's okay. But this is for the mindset of GDP being up, durable goods being up, jobless claims being down. That is a significant thing that I said, this is data driven. Now, I believe in my heart we're going to get a rate cut next time, but who cares? You actually think 25 basis points is going to actually change anything in crypto? It will not, nor would 50, nor would 100 basis points. It doesn't mean that that's going to change what's going on in crypto. There's too many alts out there. You know, now with the Pump.fun, and I started something there, which is a comical joke. I can't do it. It's just too boring. It's we're just not going to get the alties in, if we get one at all, that people are expecting. Now, I believe if we turn around, which who the hell knows when that's going to be, could be tomorrow, but it's not going to, you know, one day, 1 week, 2 weeks of a little bit of green doesn't warrant an alt season or even a bull run for alts. You know, what is happening is people are just taking off risk assets, and I don't know what the ETFs are doing, but the inflows are minor. The shakeouts have been huge. And don't listen to this is the final shakeout before the leg up. 24 minutes. All right, I got get ready for a conference call, but I'll keep going. Any questions, any thoughts? Only a couple of you on here, but you know, C90, how are you feeling? Good, congratulations on your new job. That's great. You know, back to what I was saying, yapping about before I saw you jump on here, inflation to the new subscriber there. Inflation never goes away. Trump is wrong. You don't eliminate inflation. That's not happening, but we're also never getting down to 2%. And I have seen grocery prices coming down on certain items, but inflation is not due to tariffs. That is price increases. There is a difference. I know you want me to go to back to economics in high school, but it's just a fact. A one-time price increase, or maybe even 2 times, is not inflation. Now, it can affect other things. I do agree with that, but it's not inflation. It's my onboarding week, starting slow, but there. It's your onboarding. Look at that. So you're in it now. You're in the thick of it. Congratulations. It's great. Great. The time to listen to this BS. You know, I'd love to give hope. I'd love to be like, everything's up, going up, but it's just not the reality of the situation. And please excuse the wind. It's getting pretty windy out here. But the reality is, if you keep buying and buying and buying, you're getting rid of your dry powder. You're getting rid of the cash that maybe you can't afford to spend right now and give away. If you're heavily invested like I am, like C90 is, like Meadow, just chill. If you're new to the market, that may be worth jumping in. But you should have been, you know, at this point, I would not be jumping in on any crap projects. You know, everything that got a little push and adrenaline behind it and momentum is coming back. We needed crappy numbers today. Because the truth of the matter is the market's not great out there. Now, I'm not talking about the crypto market. The economy is not in that great of shape. I'm seeing what capital is being spent with businesses and what they're holding on. And as I mentioned the other day, Jerome Powell sticking his nose into the markets when he hasn't done that, where he's usually no comment, is a telling sign of where this individual's head is at now. And people say he's done a great job. I didn't think he was a political hack until he's done what he's done. But I think he's being a stubborn mule. And I'm not saying we should have done 75 basis points, but we should have started cutting much sooner at 25 piece. 25, 25, 25, 25. Instead of people thinking we need to do 50 now. He should have been doing 25 for the last 3 meetings. Even before that. When is alt season? I like that name there. Hey, listening from Ireland. Welcome, my Irish brother or sister. Welcome. I'm half Irish. Only the good part. Yes, I can answer, even though it wasn't a question. Alt season's nowhere near here, even though that's just your handle. And don't listen to the fool saying we're here. I mean, we're all of a sudden George has backed off. He said he's been saying we've been in alt season for months. We've actually been in an alt bearish market. This can all turn around though. I'm not a bearish or bullish guy. I'll say that again. I'll repeat. I repeat myself a lot in my videos because a lot of new people listen to them. And, even if I get 2,000 people, sorry about this wind, holy shit. Even if I get 2,000 people listening or to it, I usually get 1 subscriber out of it because I get it. They want to hear me say, hey, this is the last shakeout. Next week, Bitcoin will be at 125K, which honestly, it could. That's how Bitcoin moves, and then alts. But I'm not going to show you a bunch of charts that are meaningless unless you're trading hour to hour, minute to minute. They will not tell you the exhaustion, the RSI, the Head and Shoulders, the Bart Simpsons. None of that stuff means anything. Take it from someone who's been doing this 30 some years. If you're sitting at a computer and you're day trading, it means the world for sure. If you're the 99% of us and you hold, it does not tell you where the market is going. It tells you what it's doing that very moment. Know that, and I promise you'll never lose. At least in the long run. But if you listen to charts and patterns and what people say in regards to what's going to happen next and how great of an opportunity this is, you will lose every time. I mean, the facts are the facts. I only go with facts and numbers. The facts are, if you've been listening to everyone else telling you what to do, that we're in alt season, that buy this, buy that, buy this, you're not up. But you will be. Right? Everything in its time. So this is taking longer than it's supposed to. I don't like it. You don't like it. We need some luck of the Irish. Yes. We do need that. We do. We just need a few things going our way, right? Today was a big day for numbers. So we had a lot of things bad going this week. Okay? We had good numbers for the economy today, which I think are a load of shit. And we had Powell opening his big fat mouth. He's not fat, but his big mouth the other day where he shouldn't have been talking about the markets. He should be neutral. Don't tell me it's overbought when he's never commented on that before. People live and die by that guy's word. They shouldn't, but that's just the way it is. And remember, what happens in equities is amplified 1,000-fold in crypto. Because crypto is highly speculative, and the truth of the matter is, and you all know this, the majority of crypto is just nothing but a scam. I mean, George from Cryptos R Us just released, he's pushing his meme coin. Like I said, I opened up something on pump.fund just to see if I could raise money to give back to you guys and the animals. innocent, but I just don't have the motivation. I go on there and I'm like, everyone like eats cereal or watch, people get views watching them sleep or sitting on the toilet, whatever it may be. I can't do that. I go on there and I do this. So I'll stick to YouTube. All right. When this volatility is happening, should I convert to USDC and wait till it starts going up, you think? Trying to avoid further dip. I mean, okay, it's a great question. I can tell you what I did and didn't do the other day. The other day at my youngest soccer game, I'm going to sell, I even made a video, I'm going to sell Proppy and a couple other things. I sold a couple things, but Proppy I wanted to sell, which I love the project. And it was up a little bit where I bought it. I was up a good amount. And I'm like, I know it's going to go down again. I could have sold it. I had a sell price. I actually raised the sell price. I didn't sell it. So I would say this, if you're in profits, what I'm looking at, I'm in profits on a ton of stuff. I've taken some profits, but my concern is those profits have to make up for the rest of my portfolio that is not going to come back. Projects like AMP, DGen, Floki, a bunch of other crap that I have in there. They're not coming back to where I bought it. So I want to have a significant enough profit to do that. So to answer your question is, so I'm hesitant to take a lot of profits. The hardest thing in crypto is taking profits. We all know this. It's the hardest thing to hit the sell button. Easy to buy. I think if you're in profits, you got to do what's right for you. I would be possibly selling. It depends on the situation. I just told you the situation I'm in. That's all I can relate to. There's nothing wrong with taking profits and keeping it on the sidelines. Call dry powder. I love it. If you do and you're in profit, make sure you take out for taxes and take profits out. Or if you just want to leave it on the sidelines, take out your taxes if you made money. Pay that to the Irish government and keep the rest in USDC if you wanted that. I have no issues, and I've been preaching this, and people think I'm nuts, that you should be buying in the green. You don't buy in the green in a bull market. But when you're in a bear market like this and a downward trend, you don't keep buying. You need confirmation, and confirmation is not 1 or 2 or 3 days of green. Exhibit A is the last 4 years, right? 1 day up, 5 days down. 1 day up, and so you're constantly eroding your altcoins. So long-winded answer to a good question. I think you got to do what makes right for you. Alts are not like exploding anytime soon. Now, when I say they're not exploding anytime soon, my Irish brother, is that could change within a week. That could change in a day's time, but you're not, it's not like all of a sudden XRP is going to be at $10. Cardano is going to be at $4. That's not happening. It's not happening. Even in the thick of a bull market, if we get a thick of the bull market alt season, XRP won't move like that. Cardano won't be at $4 like that. I mean, I don't see Cardano getting above $2. Right? At this point, I just want my money out of Cardano. I said that last time. C90 can hold me accountable for that. I told him I was going to sell. And he even called me out on it, and I didn't. And I paid the price because the market was looking favorable when Trump, after the elections. And then come December, we got decimated. So as I said yesterday on one of my short videos, do not listen that we're guaranteed a stupid rally. Didn't get one last year. Did not get one. There will be actually tax harvesting in December. Now, I'm not telling you we're not going to get a good October, November, December. I don't know. Nobody knows. Shit, do I rant. That's why I don't go live. All right, let me look at a comment. Trying to avoid further dip. If I get a notification that vegan is on the toilet, I'm out. Adios. That's not going to happen, I promise you. I tried the Pump.Fun. Oh my God, that's just, I feel like actually slimy and gross when I'm on it. And I'm just doing this. If you look at the videos, you guys should jump on that. Jump on my Pump.Fun. See how bad it is. Just laugh at me. No effort into it at all, because I just wanted to see if anyone, like, how easy it's to get people on it. And it's not. They want to listen to people who are half my age, and no problem with that, and have something to do, like whatever. Bought everything first couple of days of December, so I'm at 50% of what I put in. So you're down 50%, is that what you're telling me? Yeah, I don't have the time now because I got to get ready for a conference call, but comment to me what you got, after the stream. You could put it in there because I won't be able to read these, what your portfolio is and how much you're down. Me personally, I don't like cutting losses unless I have profits to offset it, meaning I'm down $100,000, but I'm up $200,000. And then I can sell and take a tax harvest. That 100K of loss can help me out on my capital gains. Other than that, I don't take losses, right? I'm down a fortune on a bunch of projects, AMP alone, I said that because C90 is on here. Hundreds of thousands of dollars on that, but I'm just holding on to it. And if I do a big sell, I will take this with it, offset. Oh, okay, that's not good. I understand. I've been there. Part of my portfolio's there. Part of my portfolio is down way more than 50%, right? I'll give you another example. AMP right there. I said the Project AMP, I bought it at over 6 cents. It's not even a penny. Way more than 50%. I have a ton of projects that I bought at $1 that are at 10 cents. So I'm with you. But a ton of my projects are up millions of dollars, to be perfectly honest. But I've been doing this a long time. So I think that's a call you got to make if you're okay with taking the loss. I don't know how much money we're talking about. And I don't know what projects you're in. If you're in a bunch of memes, yeah. Me personally, I cut my losses on a bunch of memes. If you're in projects like Avalanche, good projects that will most likely come back, that's a different story. If you can wait it out. AMP for life. Funny thing is, that really bothered me a long time ago, as you know. It's been written off in my mind. Whew. What time is it? Oh shit, it's almost 9. So when is alt season? Comment to me after the stream and there. Let me know what you're holding. I can at least give you my opinion. I hate to see people get hurt. But unfortunately, that's part of crypto. The majority of people will lose in crypto. God, this is a negative stream. I apologize. I've just got to say the truth as I know it. I have AVAX, love it. Chainlink, great project. Injective, great project. Algo, Render, all down. Nothing profit. Okay, you're in good projects there. You're in great projects. AVAX, great project. Where the hell did you buy that you're down? So I was buying it all the, quite low. Please don't tell me you're in at $50 or $40, which it will get back there again. Injective, I have a ton of it. I started buying Injective. I watched it go up from a couple bucks all the way to $36. I started buying at $36. My average in now is like $17. It was at one point 36. But now I brought it down. It's below 20 because I DCA'd. I brought down my average cost. So all the projects you're telling me, I like those projects. I don't believe Chainlink will ever hit $100 like people say, right? We're supposed to have a $10 trillion market cap like this year in crypto. How's that? Look at the predictions that are out there. But I do like your portfolio. I really do. Just unfortunate timing. You came in as false excited. They will come back. Yeah, I believe $42 AVAX. Okay, you'll get that back. The truth of the matter is, I would have been buying AVAX at $20 because you could have probably brought down your costs to $30. Not sure your cash situation, so a part of me, I don't like to throw shade or put anything out there, but you'll at least get your money out. I would not, me personally, I would not be cutting your loss on that. I mean, AVAX for a ton of time was below where I bought it. I just bought more. Injective, I bought so much more at $11, $10. Part of me would like to buy more here at $12 or $11, wherever it is right now. I'm losing a little faith in it. So Injective is one of those that I think, it's lost hype. It's a great project, great tokenomics. Render is great. You know, everything you're in, I dig. Algorand, I'm not a fan of. I own it. Not a fan of it. The rest that you have, I like. I believe you'll probably break even on it. I don't know for a fact, but I mean, if it was my portfolio, I probably would be hanging on and probably buying more to bring down my average cost. Meaning, if you were able to have bought a bunch of, well, let's say you're in an objective at 20 bucks. If you were buying a bunch now at 12 bucks, you could probably bring your average cost down to $15. Then when we get back to $15, you can either get out and say, screw you, AVAX, I'm taking the cash, or you can get in profits if you wait long enough. You know, that's the way I look at it. Not saying that works 100% of the time, but it's worked pretty damn well for me. It's not worked on a bunch of my portfolio where they were shit projects. But what can I say? All right. My brothers and sisters, I got to jump on a conference call. C90, great seeing you, brother. Good luck in this new job. We'll talk soon. When is alt season? My brother from Ireland, you be good. Hang in there. We all got to hang in there. It's just my videos come out strong and brash and truthful. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. But we never panic sell and we never FOMO in. Keep getting dry powder. Everything will most likely work out. Not everything's going to work out, though. All right, you all be good. I'll try to get back on soon enough. C90, best to you, brother. Bye. Subscribe if you guys will. The ones who haven't.